Does changing your Shopify theme affect SEO? In this video, I'm going to answer this question. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about changing your theme, how it's going to impact your SEO, and what you can do about it. Now, just quickly before we shoot into the video, if you'd like me to coach you on how to do SEO for your Shopify store for only $49 a month, go to learndominatemarketing.com. And if you'd like us to do the SEO for your Shopify store with guaranteed results, go to dominatemarketing.io, book a call with us there. Right, onto the video. So the short answer for can changing the Shopify theme affect your SEO is yes, it absolutely can. So how does changing the theme affect your SEO? Anytime you make a big change on your website, you can expect a big shakeup in the Google search, because what happens is Google basically has to refigure out what's going on your website, and as a result, it could analyze and make a different, let's say, decision, and then rank you differently afterwards. So you need to be careful about that. No matter what you do, if it's a big enough change, this can happen. You need to keep in mind that if the other theme that you're now switching to is not as well SEO optimized as your current theme, that will also affect your rankings as well. Now, this could mean a number of different things. It could mean how the content is laid out on the page, which could affect your SEO. Loading speed could be a new issue if the theme is slower. The conversion rates could also drop if the new theme is worse, which won't directly impact your SEO, but it will indirectly due to like shorter times on your page, people pogoing, things like that, which is going to impact the SEO overall. But it could also improve the conversion rates if it's better as well. So there is a potential positive upside. It can also disrupt any custom SEO changes that were made to the current theme. If they're not correctly implemented on the new theme, that can cause you problems as well. You also need to keep in mind that if you're using any SEO apps on Shopify, that the new theme might not be compatible. And even if they're not SEO apps, just any apps you're using, they might not be compatible on the new theme. So you need to double check that the new theme will actually work correctly. And one other thing you should keep in mind is that some themes don't actually make the headings properly. So the H1 tag, the H2 tag, things like that. So you need to make sure that they're all actually done properly and you actually have them in the right places. Because if you have a theme that's been set up correctly, you switch to a new one that all of a sudden doesn't have any H1 tags, they're all H2s. And I've seen this on websites previously. What will happen is all of a sudden you'll probably lose a good chunk of your relevance because you made that change. So you need to be very, very careful when you're doing that to make sure that the new theme is actually optimized correctly, if not better than the old one, which would be ideal. Now, a couple of things you can do that will minimize the impact that switching the theme will actually have. So what you'd want to do is compare the new theme to the old theme before publishing and make sure that everything is done correctly. I would recommend doing an SEO audit to ensure everything is in place correctly after publishing. I would also recommend that you back up your current theme so that you can restore it if necessary. If your website does drop, the easiest thing is going to be able to just restore the old theme, and then you should be able to recover by doing that. I would also recommend that you actually build the website offline and make the switch offline. So let's say on a local machine or on a different URL or on a different hosting or something like that. So you can actually test out the new theme once it's on and make sure that it's correct before you make it live on the actual website. I'd also recommend that you make sure you have any tracking codes like Google Analytics and Google Tag Manager on the new theme before you do the switch over, so you don't lose any tracking and things like that. And you also want to try and avoid any big changes to the structure of the site, internal links, content restructuring, or anything like that. Don't change a lot of the content. Try and make the changes minimal as possible at one bit at a time so you don't create a big shakeup and don't essentially rock the boat too much. And the last thing is you want to make sure that you actually monitor your SEO performance after the switch and pay attention if there's any errors or anything going wrong. You want to get on it immediately before it turns into a massive problem. So if you do these things, you should be fine. Ideally, you want to try and avoid switching themes if possible, but I know in some cases you have to do it. So make sure that you take these steps to safeguard it and make the impact that it's going to have as least as it can, at least in a negative sense. So that's basically all you need to know about switching themes for SEO reasons in Shopify. I hope you liked that one. I'll catch you on the next one.